Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Cowboy Report via the game show. What's happening? Yeah, the Cowboys made their pick last night. Yeah, they made their pick in that draft in the 23 NFL draft. The 2023 NFL draft. Number 26, Cowboys was on the clock. And they selected Mazi Smith. Not a sexy pick by a long shot. We definitely will be, before we get into Mazi Smith, we definitely will be doing a few more interesting videos about the NFL draft on some other teams. So, you know, we got to talk about the running back. It's all good because he went very high. So we'll get into that later. But we're just going to talk about Mr. Mazi Smith, defensive tackle out of the University of Michigan, Wolverines. Well, we took a Wolverine a few years back, say about 2018. We took a Wolverine a few years back. He didn't work out for us. His name was Taco Charleston. So it is what it is with him. We took him in the first round. So we don't took a Michigan player out the Harbaugh tree before, and it didn't work out. But I will say this defensive tackle here is a 6'3", 340-pound man. All right. Very athletic. And I've seen some of his film. I reviewed it. I did hear his name early in the draft, way early in the draft process. Um, I didn't believe in it, but um, I didn't hear a lot of, to be honest, I didn't hear a lot of nobody talking about him that much. But I did hear about him. Now, what I could say, could Dallas probably had traded out the pick and traded down and still got this guy? They probably could have. They probably could have. They probably could have. There's other player they could have probably took, but there's the spot. But also, they also, could have took my kid out of Tennessee. But Dallas had to address a real need at that defensive tackle position because they were getting gouged. Not just, a lot of people talking about the Eagles and about the Eagles. They were getting gouged by other teams that they played, the Jacksonville's and the Green Bay Packers. So you look at it, you had this guy or had a talent like this guy that can plug in the middle and stop the run. Those could be two victories, and guess what happens? So that's what they're looking at right now. They look like they got a good base of teams. We're definitely going to talk about the rival and what they did. But this is all about, what I'm saying, Mazi Smith. So Mr. Mazi Smith out of the University of Michigan, man. Yeah, he played against the TCU situation. Um, TCU kind of ran on him that day, but they turned the ball over that day as well. So as an offense over there on Michigan side, and Michigan did come back. So in that game, so because TCU jumped on them real quick. But I ain't here to talk about that. That's the last time I saw Michigan on the field. So they got beat by TCU. And uh, Michigan, you didn't do anybody a favor. You losing to that carnival trash. So because we see what they did when they went over there to the national championship game. I didn't even watch it because I knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't gonna be a game. But I digress. So Mazi Smith. Yeah, Mazi Smith. So he is 21 years old, out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. He attended East Kenwood High School. Like we told you, he's 300 and pretty much 40 some pounds. 6'3", defensive tackle. Basically, your one technique, or what they would call back in the game, a two technique, one technique. Ain't gonna plug in the hole and eat up space and stop the run. Just see his film. His film is good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We will be having that capability here in about beginning next month. So as I'm looking at him right now, as I'm talking to you right quick, all I got to say about the player, because I ain't got to do a long live on this kid, is hey, what we need to be done is being able to have a guy in the middle so we can stop people's run with seven in the box. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be able to stay in our front and be able to disguise our defense the way we want to disguise it. So that's what he brings to the table. He's able to force Dallas, be able to let Dallas do what they want to do on defense, which is stop run with seven in the box. When you stop running with seven in the box, that means Dallas be forcing teams to have to pass. And we see what happened when we forced teams to pass. They couldn't really do it too much. Okay? So it's obvious. Uh, Dallas ended up finished with what, 50 some sacks. So last year, so they probably would have ended up having the same sack total that the Eagles had, but people found a weakness. They said, let's try to run the ball on them because we got to slow their pass rush down. And they did. Teams had some success on them, and Dallas had to address that hole. Could they got this guy in the second round? Probably could have. But at the same time, Dallas was picking in the 60s. So they was picking in the 60s. So we definitely will find out what this kid is made of. Um, I've seen him on some film. I've seen him in a few games. But when you watch college football, um, you don't really look at him. Just to be honest with you, he's a defensive tackle unless he's just a bona fide star, or you just know him right off the bat. So I'm not gonna sit up and say I know everything about this kid, or from the highlights, and from his weight and everything, uh, and his athleticism, because he shows some athleticism. Where he can pretty much jump. What I'm saying, from the ground to the sixth step on some stairs or something like that. Probably can jump out of water or whatever. Them little tricks they be doing to show explosiveness. So he's very big, tree trunks in the legs. Uh, the man did bench 325 uh, 23 times. So he's very strong. He's saying he's probably the strongest defensive tackle, in the draft. So he's strong as an ox. So that's good. That's what you want. That's actually what you want from your defensive tackle position. All right. That's actually what you want. You want a guy, basically a Vince Warford type of guy. That's basically what you can say about this guy. This guy could be a Vince Warford. This guy can be a Rodney Hampton. Uh, uh, what I'm saying? He could be that type of guy. I might be getting the Rodney Hampton right, but big Hampton. Rodney was running back. My bad. Big Hampton uh, for the Pittsburgh Steelers type guy. So you know it's gonna be very interesting to see what's really going on. It's gonna be very interesting to see this kid play. And all I gotta say, man. You know We'll know on site. When people say you can't run on the Dallas Cowboys, that's, that's all we want to hear. When you say you can't run on the Dallas Cowboys, then you know you made the right pick. Because, you know, he's not going to get a whole lot of sacks. He's not going to do all that. He's going to get tackles and, you know, stopping the run, but most likely the linebacker get the tackles. But at the end of the day, before we close, all we want to hear success of the Dallas Cowboys this year and make this pick successful is when people say you can't run on the Dallas Cowboys. So, congratulations, the family and you, Mazi Smith, for being selected to be a Dallas Cowboy. You must have made a very, very uh, great first impression when you met him. Your film don't lie. You do plug holes. No pun intended. But, um, yeah, welcome to Dallas. Come on down here, man. Get coached up by Dan Quinn. Get coached up by the D-line coach. So come on down here, man, and get to work. This has been Prince PL, 9.5 Live, the game show, the Cowboy Report. Always remember, what we talk about is the games we love, the games we play, the games we know. And always remember, this is the motherfucking game show.